Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. My name is Carlos. Today, I will be reviewing the squat, bench incline bench press, and biceps Z-bar curl. So, very exciting stuff. The idea for this training block is to increase our parameters, our PRs, our weights. We want to get stronger in the next coming months. And in order to do so, we've been pulling back some volume. So this session was no different. There were no PRs, nothing extraordinary was happening on this session, but every single lift was performed. It was easier, let's just say that. Increased the weight a little bit, and still not to maximum weights, but it just felt a lot easier. The form is, I believe, is coming along, although I'm never satisfied with my squat. I don't know what it is. I've been trying to lay blame everywhere. I've been trying to correct it, obviously, watching the videos and just saying, what can I do? You know, I don't know if it's body proportions, it's too long, the femur is long. I don't want to make up any excuses. The reality is the squat has to be performed flawlessly, ass to grass, way below parallel, straight back, with a pause at the bottom, perfect cadence, and all these things. Now, this is what we want to do. So on the video, I see that there's always a tendency to lunge forward a little tiny bit. And as I'm doing the lift, I'm thinking to myself, what else can I do? I mean, the bar is straight over the feet. The center of gravity is, where it's supposed to be. If I just let myself go, the bar is going to go straight down. It's not going to move forward, or I'm not going to fall backward. So my body position is accommodating the center of gravity. That's all I can, what else can I do except, try to go all the way down, which is what I've been doing. Now, the purpose of the pause at the bottom is to radically correct and force the body into that position. And of course, the increased hip flexion has helped quite a bit with a little bit of quad development, like especially around the knee. The teardrop and all of that is getting more work. Since it's increasing the knee flexion, you would think that it would be getting more work, and that is exactly the case. So today started off with same thing with one plate, went up to 2 plates, 5 reps, 3 plates. No, actually went up to three plates and a 5 kilo, which is 335 pounds, and did 5 reps for that. But I didn't get it on the video because I didn't film the weight. So if I'm going to put it up on the YouTube, I just see a man going up and down, but you don't see how much weight he's saying. He's saying it's 300 something pounds, but you can't actually see it. So I was so I redid it. I did another set, which I didn't have planned to do. So I'm doing minimal sets, but I did another set. Brought the weight down by 5 kilos, 10 kilos actually. I did a 315. And that went great. I mean, it felt really easy, right? I feel that I'm definitely going up in weight for next session, for next week. I'll be going up to 365. No worries. No, I'm not, anxious about it at all. It's a very doable weight. And the idea is once I get very familiar and very comfortable with pausing at the bottom, with the back completely straight, with the hip going down all the way without shooting up on the way up, to string these reps together and start doing sets of 10 to 12 or, at least 8. So that's the function there. It's not happening on every single session. We're building up on it. There's nothing lost by holding back a little bit. There's really nothing lost. I just feel more and more energy for each and every session. So that was the squat. I went in with the idea of really pummeling my glutes and my hams with the walking lunges, with the heavy dumbbells. Well, I'm starting with 55-pound dumbbells, so that's like 110 pounds. As usual, balance is the issue here. It's not really strength, although it's very easy to get gassed on those walking lunges. They are a pain in the ass. If you do these movements, if you understand the walking lunge, you know how hard it is. I mean, it's not like a power move or anything like that, but it consumes a lot of oxygen. So, but it's a very effective move for the glute, for the hip and the glute and the ham tie-in. It's a wonderful move. And there again, I do have the advantage of those longer legs, so I can do the really long stride and just put all the weight on the back of my leg, like towards the glute. So that's working great. I didn't do very many reps there. I just did 10 reps and that was it. Just touch the thing, just get into the groove, and that's it for now, because the volume will be increasing in the future, but hopefully not too soon, because I just need to recuperate 100% between each and every session to be able to increase the weight and not be psychologically affected by it. Like, say, shit, I got to go to do 4 plates today. What am I going to do? No, when you have that energy, you just want to go do it, right? It's not a problem. Breathe, brace, and go down. It's easy. You got the power. But if you're not fully recuperated, you're not making gains. There's no way. I mean, sure, you might make gains in 1 or 2 more sessions, but that's it. You'll tap out very soon if you're not recuperating. You have to have overabundant energy, and especially the mental attitude to go in and progress, to do heavier weights than you've ever done before. That requires mental, enthusiasm. And to be that enthused, you got to be completely rested. Completely 100% rested. Now, for us that have been in this game for a little while, I'm not a pro or anything like that. I've been lifting for a while. I sure would like to one day, reach those ranks, and that's what we're trying to do. But for those of you that have been at this for a little while, at least know that you get into high volume pretty easy. Do another set here, add in another exercise, and it just becomes a war of attrition, right? So once we've done that, been there, done that, we know what overtraining is. Spinning your wheels, not increasing your weight months and months and months at a time just because you're working out, you're doing a lot of work. But are you getting stronger? Here, let's check our log. No, we've been doing the same weight for the last 3 months. Oh, but you're doing a lot of volume. They say volume is the motor of hypertrophy. Yeah. Well, it is if you're getting stronger also. Like if you're getting stronger, you're increasing your total parameters, then hypertrophy becomes, more of a possibility than just, getting that, pumping the little muscle. To get bigger muscles, you got to have more equipment. You got to be able to lift heavier weight. That's just the reality of it, guys. Now, here I have something to say about training logs. I know some very successful people who've never used them. But if you're serious about progression, like if you want to progress on your lifts, not just go and work out, which is this silly gym bros, this is the way they were taught and we were taught back then. You just go and lift, right? And you just work out. And as long as you're working hard, you're putting a lot of effort. But, how many reps did you do on your Z-bar extension? I think I did 10 to 12. And what was the weight? Well, I had like 30 kilo plate on each side. So, okay, now this week, you have these basic parameters, but you don't have an exact log. You don't know exactly what you do. And when you're progressing, it's very important. That 1 extra rep is very important. And unless you have that prodigious memory and you can just remember every single thing that you did in your past work, I can't even remember. When I leave the gym, I can't remember exactly what I did. Thank God I put everything on video and write everything down. So it's easy for me to accumulate data and find out exactly where the problem is. And I say, well, there's been a few months here I haven't really progressed. Why? Well, I haven't focused on it. Well, now you got to focus on it, increase the weight on this. Okay, you're not going to have to bring the volume down, the reps down, and you do whatever it takes to increase these parameters. And that's possible when you have data. Now, how do you get data? By writing everything down. Right? Just write everything down. It's easier now to just speak into your cell phone. So like you're at the gym, say, okay, set of barbell curls with 95 pounds. I did 13 reps and it felt very difficult, or it felt easy. Last 2 reps were sloppy, whatever. I mean, you can just speak into your cell phone. Then you come home, and just log everything in. I put everything into I used to write everything down. I got log books. But now I just put everything in my Excel, and I have some programs there to help me out. And maybe on the next video, I'll show my Excel what I do. It's very handy. I mean, it really helps. And it also helps to keep you enthused and focused to progress. It's like you're watching your spreadsheet. If you guys who have a company, you see your P&L and shit. No, it's going up. Hey, we made more money this quarter. Well, that's fantastic. Now we're going to plan how to make more money next quarter, and that's exactly what you do with progressive resistance. With weights, you can really get into the data of it. It's a lot of fun. It really, at least it is for me. I know some guys just shine it. They don't want to have anything to do with logbooks, and that's fine. To each their own. But I just look. I'm putting it out there. Logbooks are really helpful. So after the walking lunges, we went to the isolateral leg curl. Very effective move. Did it with 66 pounds, which is 30 kilos on each side for 12 reps. Last session was 8 reps only. Now it's 12. And I pulled my hamstring a few months ago actually, by just going berserk on it. I was doing very controlled movements, and then on the last few reps, I just wanted to yank the thing and pull it, and then bam, pull that hammy, man. It felt like a tear, like a wet rag. Oh shit! Didn't get bruised or anything. I don't know how it didn't get bruised. It was very painful. Recovered, but now we're doing the same weight. We're upping the reps a little bit, and then from there went to the line leg curl. Excellent exercise. Also, we're doing 55 kilos, 60 kilos, which is 132 pounds on the lying leg curl. Very effective move for 12 reps, and that was it. From there, went to the incline bench. About as little work as you can get away with, or at least as I can get away with there. Did 3 sets, just one working set. Warm up with a plate and a 5 kilo, boom, 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 5 reps. Oh, what a warm up. Went up to 200 pounds. Woo, heavyweight. 5 reps there. Then went to working set with 2 plates, did 5 reps. I'm gun shy on this one because I hurt my shoulder like back in December where it just popped. It went pop. Oh man, it was so painful. I couldn't lift my arm for weeks afterward at the dinner table. Like I had to do this. I had to eat with helping my hand. When I was laying in bed, I couldn't raise my arm. Now I'm bench pressing again. I'm doing it, but I'm a little bit gun shy. I certainly don't want to feel that pain again, but I'm not being defeated by it. I'm going to go heavy with this shit. I'm going to go as strong as I can, but it's still something to be careful of in any case. So I do it very cautiously, and I just try to focus on just bringing it down slow, which takes a bit of, it takes energy away from doing more reps. The super control from the outset is it works. I'm doing it, but I would rather manhandle that shit and do some more reps. We'll get there. So I did just 5 on that. From there, went to the Z curl with a big plate with the 40 kilo with a 20 kilo on each side, which is 40 kilos, and the Z bar might weigh like 22 pounds or something like that. So that's a total like 110 pound curl. I hadn't done those in a while. It's not no big deal really, but I got into it. It was good. And I said, okay, I'm going to start focusing on just working a certain weight and mastering it. So I'm going to it only did like 6 or 7 reps on that. Next one we'll definitely be shooting for 8 to 9, and then 10 to 12. Really don't want to move up in weight on these biceps curl movements too much. Put a lot of strain on your tendons, and the idea is to work the muscle, right? So just take that very incrementally, but I do want to do, heavier weight than not. I don't see the benefit of doing like 30-pound curls. It's just, it's the immediate gratification of a pump it doesn't have the same value as permanent strength. Okay, the pump giveth, the pump taketh, it comes, it goes, you pump up, you pump away. Some people love it because they get really huge on it and build great muscles. Great. It never worked for me. I don't like it. I prefer to, focus on strength for sure. Just real strength, real strength. That's what I want. I know I'm not there. I'm not showing like, wow, this guy is a strong man. No, but to each in his own journey, right? This is what I am doing. So from there went and did the biceps dumbbells on the incline. This is great because you get a great stretch. It works the bicep from the top, from the insertion to the delt, and did those very moderately. Just did 9 reps on that on the incline. Definitely able to do 12 or 15, but just keeping it low for right now. Then we finished off with some abdominal moves, hanging abdominals, which are great. They really work the lower ab, the transverse, if you twist and crunch and all that. It's a highly effective move. The more you raise your leg on the if you bring it more in a V it crunches harder. I was doing that in the last few reps and it was burning. Like I was just asking for mercy. It was 25 reps. I was almost ready to tap out when I hit 16. And then from 16 to 20, it was like, just keep on going. Two more, one more, one more. And it's like, oh, like never ending, man. 25 reps for those, but I'm not backing down from that. And then from there, the steep incline crunch. Now, I usually do those just flat. Don't put too much effort on it. Just go through the movement. But I do want to block out the midsection. You know, not blocky, but get the little chunks, you know, the visible abs when I diet, that they'll be seen from far away. You know, it's obvious that he has abs. So that's definitely something that I'm working on. Steep incline. Didn't put any weight on there, but the idea is to do weight. Right? There's ways to put significant hypertrophy and significant mechanical stress on your abdominal muscles. Some people are worried about getting a thick waist. You get a thick waist from getting fat, guys. I mean, if you got a thick waist from muscle, hallelujah. What's wrong with you guys? That's like the holy grail, man. To have a thickly muscled midsection is one of the most intimidating, imposing things a man can have. Have a little tiny waist, like this waspy waist. What is it? Really? I mean, I know it's aesthetic, but that's, I mean, it's taste, right? Each person has their own, you know, taste, and some people like a really small waistline. But I don't see, if you have like no fat, how you could have an extremely thick waistline unless you have a lot of viscera in there. You just like, you're not fat, but you blew out your midsection just because your gut is so filled with shit or something. I don't know. But if it's muscle, it's cool, man. If it's muscle, that's great. You know, if you have a thick, blocky midsection and it's muscle, that's awesome. That's great. Fucking awesome, man. That means you can deadlift, you can do heavy squats. It's a great thing to have, in my opinion. This is one man's opinion. Anyway, so that was it. Just really looking forward to next week's training block. Definitely have to spend a few days recuperating. I have another session today, which is my back and delt, and then it'll be a rest for a couple of days there. Do some cardio, 30-minute active recuperation. That's been helping a lot also. Anyways, guys, God bless everybody. Until next time, we will see you.